Right, today, children, is our final lesson on still life painting, and we're going to look at the paintings of Patrick Caulfield, who is a British painter who I only found out today died a couple of years ago. But his paintings was pop art, which is short for popular art. And as you can see there, the features of pop art is it's the use of everyday objects to portray images, like in television or advertising, or sometimes like the images that you get in comics. So we're going to look at his work, and our learning intention for today is to create a still life painting in the style of Patrick Caulfield. And in order to do that, our success criteria are: number one, to identify the key features in the paintings of Patrick Caulfield; number two, to understand the way in which he created his painting Pottery, so we can actually have a look at a painting called Pottery; and to create your own interpretation of this painting called Pottery. Now, in his painting Pottery, what do you think might be in the painting?
Objects like vases.
Vases.
Cups.
Cups.
Some fruits.
Could be some fruits.
Bowls.
Bowls.
Plates.
Right, anything made out of china or pottery, I think would be in there. So let's start by having a look at some of his work. So it's Patrick Caulfield, a modern look at still life painting. So this is pop art, still life. That's the first one. In there we've got some vases and some cups. I want you to look at the colours and the shapes of these items. Second one is, I think that's a fruit bowl, and certainly some pears and apples I can see there. Third one is called a bowl of sweets, so you can see the bowl there with some sweets. That one is a painting of a living room. We've got a clock and a table lamp. So it's everyday objects, objects that you might see in the home when you go home tonight. I think that's a water vase or a wine vase. Who can tell me what that is?
A gate.
Okay, it's a gate. Look at the colours there, the use of colours. And finally, this is the painting that we're going to be concentrating on, and it's called Pottery, as I mentioned before. As you can see there, there's vases, there's jugs, there's plates, and loads of things like that. So that's the work that we're going to be doing on Patrick Caulfield. And just to finish off, let's look at his key features of his paintings, which was our first success criteria. Number one, he used ordinary objects. So in our painting, we need to use ordinary objects. Number two, they look like adverts and comics. What can you tell me about the colours that Patrick Caulfield used?
Plain colours.
Right, they were plain colours. They were
Bold.
bold colours. They were
Primary.
mainly primary colours.
They were bright.
They were bright. And what was the outline like? How do you think he did the outline?
Black.
Yeah, he used black, and I think what we'll do is use black pens to do that. There was very little detail. They were just plain. And there was also no brush strokes. You couldn't see the brush strokes. It was just great big blobs of colour. And as we mentioned before, limited palette. So they were bright and bold colours with black outlines. So they are the key features, so that when you do your painting, in order for it to look like a Patrick Caulfield, it's got to be ordinary objects, plain, bright, bold colours with a black outline and very little detail. Okay, good. Now we're going to go over there and we're going to start our paintings.